Welcome to Kung Fu Habit number 2. I'm possibly going to go live in a hot minute on TikTok. After I cool off for the last video that I just did. Uh-oh. How come I can't go live? I don't upload any photos. Whew, what the fuck? Okay? There's an issue. I will not be going live on TikTok. Let's see if I can go live on Insta. Yes, I am balling in sweat. Possibly a little bit of snot. Okay. First. Okay. I may have more luck on TikTok, Instagram. It's searching for a connection, and while it's doing that, I'm going to be wiping off some sweat. So I'm going to go through the weapons again. Going to give you guys a night show, and then I'm going to pack this shit up and call it a day. And I have no idea if I'm live on Instagram. Nope, still looking for a connection. Let's see what happens if I do this. Get rid of that. Clear that. See if it helps. Okay. It says I'm live. So first, happy birthday to Zeta Zhang. Second, let me take some of this Gatorade. Thirdly, the camera's a little foggy. Hopefully it's only on my end. So, we're going to do a night show. I'm going to do all these weapons. I'm going to do some bound fighting. So, of course, you guys know I've done this before. And I please ask you nicely and prefer that if you had martial arts training, and even if you didn't, especially if you didn't, do not attempt. Thank you very much. I am Echo Fang Grey Wolf. We're going to start with rings. Okay. Very important thing about fighting with rings. Many different ways you can use them. Some people only train with 1. Some people train with 2. Some people train with 10. Not this big. Those ones go around your arms. These are specific. We're going to pretend that's fireworks. In fact, we're going to enjoy the fireworks. Anyway, please forgive me for all of the graphic noise coming. Good. Happy birthday, Zeta Zhang. So, we're going to work on these. Then we're going to use the chobos, the kamas. We're going to turn the kamas into tanfas. And then we're going to do nunchucks. But only single nunchucks versus double nunchucks, because my skill set has grown since the last time y'all saw me. Plus, I've been having problems getting on Instagram and doing lives. I don't know what the problem is. I'm pretty sure it's my phone or it's me because I'm stupid. But anyway, let's go. When using the rings, remember that your arm and that distance is all you have. So, if you want to end the fight quickly, boom, your target will be the sternum. They bend over, you lock it around their head, you pull them. So that would be the move I'm about to show you. Boom, boom, boom for Kung Fu. Boom, boom, boom for karate. I know you're all thinking, what? He did this and this and this for Kung Fu, and then did this and this and this for karate. Where if you notice carefully, my legs are switched. Karate is about power. So if I really want to hurt them, and karate is my only option, boom, boom, boom. If I want to just end the fight swiftly, and Kung Fu is the only option, boom, boom, boom. Now, if you understand, this is the closest to my target, which is why I use Kung Fu. I am also a very small man at 126 pounds and 5 foot 3.5 inches tall. I can't be playing with you, so Kung Fu will work best for me because it's almost instantaneous. I won't not stop you, but I will at least stop you long enough for me to regroup. So, boom, boom, boom is me. Boom, boom, boom is you. Plus, I can't roll this hip like I used to. So, I got to get it while I can. This was just going to be more easier for me because this leg works better than this leg. I understand knowing your limits. Now, as for blocking, strike, strike, which is also a block. You're throwing a left jab or a right jab. I'm batting it, and then I'm striking. So that you understand what's happening here. Bat, strike. All right? So I batted it, I struck. I can loop them, and then I can pull them. So now we will put it all together. Boom, 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 boom. Got that? Hope that was easy enough for you. Now let's go to the chobos. For those who have taken Kempo, you know what the chobos are. If you're taking Kali, pretty much the same concept, only your sticks are longer, possibly thinner. So, same thing with blocking with chobos. Block, strike for karate, block, strike for kung fu or Kempo. Okay? Or your guard here, and they're doing a left, which is coming to your right, so block and then strike, or block and then strike. This depends on where their body positioning is at the time of your strike. And if they're coming high, boom, then you can go low, you can go boom and boom. The problem with this is that you have to be fast. And if you're not fast, you're on your ass. Got that? You will never do this in a fight. Or this, or this. Do not ever relinquish your weapon from your hand. Understand? If you drop this, you get dropped. So when you see people in the movies, and then they do this, leave it for the movies. That's just going to get you fucked up. I'm going to let you live this time, bug. Okay. So, these are kamas. Same concept. Block, strike, strike, or block, strike, strike. Now, I don't recommend the block, strike, strike because you have to be fast versus the block, strike, strike. Now, remember these things are close quarter combat. You don't do what I just did. This is a no-no. It is for the movies because in a real fight, you will not get the chance to doom, boom, and then do that. No, that's just not going to happen. It'll be more like this. Boom, slice, 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 slice. It's not going to be boom, slice, pull it back, whip it around, and do that. No, that is not an option. Your only option is survival, so it's boom, boom, boom. Understand? Boom, boom, boom. Got it? Boom, boom, boom. Other side. Boom, boom, boom. These are gouging weapons. They are not really defensible in close quarters. You have to be able to get in to use kamas, daggers, knives, butterfly sabers. Understand the difference between a butterfly saber and a butterfly sword. They look the same, but one is actually shorter. Same thing with a Filipino knife or a butterfly knife. You got to get in because these are not long. The real ones are the same blade length. These are wooden, so they can still hurt you. They just can't hurt you to where you're bleeding unless an expert has them where he knows about the angles. So slice and slice will have to be really short, really fast, but these are wooden, so it's not going to be as short or as fast as the actual kama. The blade is the lightest thing on there. Handle's still heavy, so your wrist has to be quick. No. That there, big mistake. That's for movies only. So if I'm in a movie and a guy says, drop your kamas, and I go, you saw them drop, right? Let's try it again. I'm probably going to fuck this up. So drop your kamas. So I fucked it up with the right hand, but the left hand kept going. So from the side, drop your kamas. You see what I'm saying? So this, if you're in a movie or if you're just doing a weapons demonstration, yeah, you can do that, but the problem is if it's a real sharp blade, that there, if that hits your arm, it'll go in, so you'll probably bleed out. So don't do that. Kick that shit real. Boom, slice, slice, pull back, slice. Now, if you're using kamas and you're fighting two people, you have a problem. Because again, this bitch is short range. So if you're blocking and striking, someone comes up behind you, you need to be able to turn fast enough. So boom, boom is a lot better than boom, boom. That's not going to help you. So did you see that from the side? I blocked, I struck, I whirled it, and I did that. No. Real life. Block, strike, block, and strike, or block and strike, and then strike over here. But you're still going to need the guard. Understand these things are massively destructive, but you have to be massively good to get in without doing this Hollywood shit. Alright? That Hollywood shit's going to get you killed. Now, through the magic of my imagination, these commas have become tonfas. Tonfas or police batons are easier to whirl. I prefer to whirl outside versus whirl inside, because if you whirl inside and you're too close, you can crack a rib, hit your liver, hit your kidney, and beat yourself up before your opponent ever gets to put the hand on you. So you don't want to do that. So a couple of techniques that I will show. Block here, strike there, that's one. Block here, strike there, it's the same damn thing. Block here, strike there. Block here, strike there. Yes, they are the same damn thing. Now, block here, so it's an out block in there. I don't like that. Block and strike there. That's my favorite. So block outside to inside versus block inside to outside. Now, when you're out in a fight, block, strike works better for me versus block and strike, because as you can see, there's a good chance if I don't get full extension, I'm going to hit my ribs, which gives me pain, which puts my enemy in a position to beat my candy ass if I'm not careful. So your basic blocks are just like boxing blocks. Boom, boom. Or a Thai fighting box. Boom, boom. Muay Thai fighting. Boom, boom. And then your usage. Boom, boom. Understand? Boom, boom. Now, I'm sorry for all the special effects. I have no special effects. So it's a force of habit of doing that. I do not do that in actual combat. I'm usually pretty fucking quiet. I am not Wade Wilson. But so did you know, jab, strike works better for me than jab. That's the block. So jab and then strike versus jab and then outside. So I like coming from the outside in. You will find your specific niche when you train with tonfas. Tonfas are not a joke. And yes, these are actually wooden commas, but they have the same principle as tonfas. The difference is when you have a tonfa, your thing isn't this short. It's actually about right there. If you get the right kind, it goes like both sides. There should be just enough space for you to have the ability to grab the butt of the tonfa or this end of the tonfa and be able to use the tonfa like a comma, and you can hook people by the back of the neck. You can hook their foot. There's a lot of things you can do with the tonfa that you can't do with the commas because commas are blades. If you're jabbing this into somebody, you're hitting them with bad intentions, which is your job because you're defending yourself. All right, so we did that. We are going to do the chain now. And again, happy birthday to Zeta Zhang. So I just wanted to get that out there at least one more time in this video. So with this chain, you have range. So if you have any Kempo training or long dart training or rope dart or media hammer, you can pretty much do everything that I'm going to do, and you can probably do it better because I don't know how to do the media hammer or the rope dart, but I know how to do the chain. All right? I know you're thinking, but the chain, that's not really a traditional martial art weapon. Well, I'm not a traditional martial artist. Now you see how I control the stop? You have to make sure that the fatty part of your body catches the chain, not things that can be broken or things that can feel more pain. So you want muscle versus bone. You need to be able to catch it. This is short range. That is long range. That's how you stop it down there without getting hit in the crotch. That's how you turn your back to it. But this is what reduces the momentum. You see how I catch it? Then I roll with it versus rolling against it. I was supposed to turn this way. I'll show you again. So going with it, going against it. All right? Sometimes going against it works if you know what you're doing. I don't recommend it, but understand how it works. So here, I can come back and go here, and then from here, see I can shorten it. Yeah, or I can lengthen it. High attack, low attack, spin it around, spin it back. I lost control for a second, but I've recovered. Only the trained eye noticed. Okay, so we're almost at the end. So this is probably the most important thing, or at least it's the second most important thing. The first most important thing, that if you're going to train, be hydrated, and somebody tell Gatorade to give me a job. Don't drink it too fast, don't drink too much. Okay, so before we go any further, hello to you and to everyone else who is brave enough to be here. I'm going to do some bound fighting to end the live and the video. So, to do that correctly, first and foremost, if you have not had any martial art training, this is not for you. If you had combat training for movies, sit down, you might learn something, but know that I was trained how to fight like this for real. There's no point in your life that you will probably ever have to fight with your hands tied, but understand that you can still do it. There are kicks that I would tell you to definitely not do. Butterfly, tornado, reverse tornado, anything that has you actually leaving the ground with both feet is a bad idea, regardless if your hands are tied or not. So I'm going to do bound in front to show you the blocks, but I'm going to start the video with bound behind you first. Alright? So in front, you have more options and you have more freedom, and your balance is not thrown off. That's right. I said your balance is not thrown off. Understand that if your balance is thrown off, you're eating dirt. Your balance will still be thrown off with your hands in the front, but it's not as thrown off as it is in the back. You will see the difference when you watch this video. You will see the difference. Trust me, you will see the fucking difference. Okay? So that being said, we're going to begin with your blocks. For everybody on earth who's generally right-handed, most people will throw a left punch at your face first, unless they're fighting in Wing Chun or they're southpaw boxers. So high right, medium with knee, low right. All right? High left with knee, low left. Now the reason why I showed you your blocks here is so it's easier for you to see them in the front. In the back, you don't have a lot of fucking options. So you better be on your P's and Q's. So the first lesson you need to understand, watch carefully. That's your first lesson. If you get the chance to escape, you escape. You run for all your fucking worth. Understand why I did that? Because this is your block. See that? If you're not flexible, you're fucked. See? I'm not flexible. That's as high as I can get. So I got to tip my head to make sure that my head can protect my face. Versus, I can block like this all day. But let's keep it real. Your hands are tied. You are in a predicament. Alright, so your basic kicks you want to use inside to outside crescent kicks, because these are escape moves. More than finishers, they are escape moves. If your opponent is over here and your door is over there, you want to keep your opponent over there. So the best way is an outside to inside crescent kick with your left leg, because your opponent's right there, so you want to put him over there because your door is over there. Hopefully I made that clear enough. Here we go. It's coming at you. Now you send them in this direction, and you're going to carry your ass in this direction. Why are you going to carry your ass in that direction? Because you have your hands tied behind your back, and you may not be as good as you think you are. And a good run is better than a bad stand. Same thing with the other leg. If the door's over here and your opponent is over here, you want your opponent to go that way, and you want to go that way. You want to escape first. And if you can't escape, then we go into the guts and glories, but here you go. Boom. Now, you turn your ass and you go. Alright? I know you guys get tired of seeing the same shit, but if you do it long enough, you'll understand why. Now, let's say that you can't get that kick off, and your exit is still over there. So, front kick, and then run. Your front kick target should be the sternum, because after you kick him in the front, if you don't have time to run, you can throw a knee to the face. And it doesn't matter which leg you use. Boom! boom, you can throw the knee. You don't have to switch legs because that leg's already right there, so you're doing kung fu. Boom, boom. Now if you want to do karate, boom, boom, you throw your knee. So now you have a right-left combo. Now, let's try inside to outside crescent kick, but your door is over there. So pop quiz, you're going to use your left foot for inside to outside crescent kick. He's right in front of you. In other words, you're him. My door is right there. So he's coming. Boom. All right. I sent him in that direction. I'm not a good fighter. I'm breaking the fuck out of dodge. Now, same thing on the other side. My door is over here. He's going to be facing this way because I'm trying to get the fuck out of dodge and keep my life. So he's coming. Boom. Now, before we access the damage of what I should have done, because I didn't do it for a reason, let's say I stun him, but I don't hurt him enough, which means I'm going to have to continue this engagement, which is not something that I want to do personally. I want to get the fuck out because I did this crescent kick, boom, but I stopped him here, which is still too close to me, so I'm going to need to continue, boom, with a front kick. Why a front kick? It was the easiest kick. Now, I could have went and gave him a knee, but if I didn't hurt him, I just stunned him. He might have a fast recovery time because if he has a steel chin, I have a problem. If he has a glass jaw, it's no problem. I stun him enough that I can escape. And if I didn't stun him enough that I can escape, I can finish him with that kick because he has a glass jaw, which means more than likely he's going to fuck to sleep. However, if he doesn't have a glass jaw, he has that steel chin, and that first kick didn't do it, and that second kick doesn't do it, hold on, something's itching my eye. That second kick didn't do it. I'm going to have to engage. So the first kick was an inside to outside crescent kick. Boom. He's over this way. So you're him still. Now, boom. Front kick. A knee. Those are my options. But what I really wanted to do was get the fuck out when I did this. Boom. Now, I put him in that direction, and I need to go over this direction because that's where my door is. Sequence attacks. Very dangerous, and I may fall, so please do not attempt. There are holes in this yard. There's a very good chance that I will go down. So, your sequence attack, let's keep it so that I'm facing him in case I'll do a second sequence after, but I'm still facing him. So, front kick. In this position, I can step inside or front kick, go back and do that kick. You see the combos? You can do that. Now, what I don't suggest, okay, so outside to inside, and then I'm going to do a spinning back kick. I may go down, y'all. So, boom, boom. There's a good chance that that first kick, if he ducked it, when my back is turned to him, I'm a dead man. So you want to keep your attacks forward, and you want to keep being able to face him because your hands are tied. All right. So, we're going to end this video after we do front stuff. One more shout out to Zeta Zhang. Happy birthday. Don't litter. It's very bad. Actually, I'll do a bonus video with those Gatorade things. There's a reason why I will do the bonus video. So your hands are in front now. Your balance is a little better. So let's do the first three do-don'ts. The first do-don't, I'm probably going down, is the butterfly kick. You don't ever want to use this in a fight because, one, your entire body's off the ground, and two, right person you're fighting, right positioning, you're dead. So this is a butterfly kick. We have limited range here. So at any point in that I was protected, I would never know. Because if you're butterfly kicking me and your hands are tied, boom! When your head goes down here, my foot's right there. I'm already calculating your shit. Alright? Now here's your second do-don't. Tornado kick. You see my back was turned to you when I got here to get into the air? Smart fighter. As soon as I get here, you're kicking my ass. Reverse tornado. They could duck it, they could sidestep it, they could do a lot of conglomerate things that will put me in the dirt. So now that your hands are in front, you have the ability to block. Boom, 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 boom. You have the ability to block. So as long as you have the ability to block, you're in a lot better shape than you were when your hands are in front than they were behind. So block, punch, block, punch, block, punch, block, punch. This also helps with Wing Chun. It also probably will help with capoeira, because initially in capoeira, the slaves did it in chains. So you should probably already notice if you do capoeira, unless it's like no old school practitioners left. They remember the ancient ones that used to do it in chains. So here's your Jenga. You know, so that you know, okay? Still do it in chains. Alright? Now, you're doing Drunken Master in chains. You do the snake. You do the tiger. You do the dragon. You do the eagle. You do the snake again. You do the mantis. The thing is, your form's going to be fucked up because your hands are tied. So mantis here, excellent. Mantis here, little problem. Mantis here, little problem. But it's just a little problem. You will adapt. Again, with your snake and your coil system, you have to worry about this hand. Crane, you can barely do because that's it. Where the true form of crane, you're all the way here. But with your hands here, that's a bit of a problem. So you got the block, but you can't do that very well. I mean, you saw me do that, but that's sketchy at best. You know, really, really sketchy at best. And you really want to keep your fight basic. Even though your hands are in front and you can still do more stuff, you still want to keep it basic. You still want front attacks. Boom! Only 1 foot left the ground. This one was a little hop, but it wasn't this. You know, that's one you don't really want to do. That's the guys beating black and blue. So you also don't want to do what I'm about to do now, which is, let me get back far enough to do it. So, boom, boom, boom. Okay, that's a 3-kick combo. Front kick, round kick, spinning back kick. You know, you don't want to do that. You kind of want to keep it facing your opponent so that you can take the tone of the fight. All right? When you controlling the tone, you have a better chance of getting home versus trying to be a badass. Fuck that shit. Always remember, in real fights in the streets, basic saves lives. Fancy shit sends you to the hospital, especially if you miss. So you keep it basic. Boom, 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 boom. You know, keep it basic. Don't try to be super fancy. Guys running, boom. His momentum hurts him more than it hurts you. Guys running, boom. Guys running, boom. Guys running again, boom. Understand, you got to keep that shit as simple as possible because your balance is still off. May not seem like it, but you got to remember, I've been doing this since I was 12. So fighting with your hands tied, it is a possible thing. It's not a recommended thing, but it is a possible thing. So we're going to bonus this. All right. So y'all saw me drink these Gatorades. You saw what I did with the Chobos. It's the exact same thing. These are just smaller sticks. So these are solid. Without the drink, they're just as bad, but with the drink, they're better as weapons. So your target, hope you guys can see me, your sternum and your throat. So block, strike, block, strike. Those are to hit here. Block, strike, that's for there. Block, strike. Now, you can go rapid, block, block, boom, 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 boom. But the problem is, you're going to the side. So if you block, block, you want to throw your rapid strikes to the sternum. Maybe one to the dome. Knowing that you should be able to use anything you touch as a weapon is a plus. My light went out. Yay. Anyway, knowing that, you should be able to defend yourself with anything and everything you touch if you are taught properly. That is a very important thing that you need to know about martial arts. Your training is everything. This video is done. I still got a little bit more stuff, so we're going to do